Oh, hello, my name is Corvine, and do you like the necklace? I made it myself. And welcome to today's review. This week's review. I do these videos once a week because I don't have unlimited time. And I'm lazy. Anyway, last week, we looked at the console that I always wanted when I was a kid. So naturally, this week we shall have the console that I had when I was a kid. Now, just for I do not refer to my brother's Sega Genesis. Sega Mega Drive. Sorry, I'm trying to cater for the Americans, and I'm failing miserably. It hurts every time I call it Genesis. It's a Mega Drive, god damn it. Anyway, we are looking at the handheld console I had when I was a kid. Namely, this one. In this case, it is a DS Lite. It is red. You can see that, by the way, it's red. And the stylus is in my 2DS for some reason. This is what stylus. Yeah, it's got a touchscreen. This is my original DS from time, and basically, before I got this, this was the first time I was able to properly play games. Because before, the only two things that could play games in the house was a computer in the corner there, different computer than the one that's there now, and my brother's Sega Mega Drive. And when I was a young kid, I couldn't really work the Mega Drive for some reason. I think it's something to do with the fact it was plugged into a very old CRT TV, which I couldn't really understand. And the games on the PC were kind of shit. They were DOS games, and there were a few half-decent disc ones, such as GTA, Wolfenstein, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, all of which are child-appropriate games, I know. But, well, none of them were really my thing. And so it happened that one Christmas, my parents thought, Corvine really likes gaming. I know, let's get him a gaming film of his own. What did we get his sister 3 years ago? DS Lite. Get one of them. So, yeah, I got a DS Lite. Literally about a week before the DSi was coming out. So it was pretty cheap. And the stylus has just fallen out. Yeah, I think it cost me about 100 quid, which is quite good. Today you can get them for 20 quid. I'll check that later on Amazon, because I generally do that at the end of these reviews. But I digress. Now, let's have a look at the unit as an object. What have you got? You've got a cartridge slot in there. Place these little cards, and they are actually cartridges. You've got copper pins, like the Game Boy Advance cartridge does, or Game Boy cartridge. I've got Game Boy cartridges on hand, but I don't need to show them. Yeah. This is Pokemon Platinum, by the way. It also has another cartridge slot in here. This plays Game Boy Advanced games, because this system was backwards compatible. More on that later. Now, what else has it got? It's got a volume slider here. Feels slightly like it's a tape deck. It's got L button and R button. These are a bit sticky because there was an incident with some hot chocolate. Had it repaired, but still a bit sticky. And we open it up. What have we got? We got an A button, B button, X button, Y button. Start select, nice and clicky. These are a bit less clicky, which you really need if you're going to be pressing them a lot. And we have a D-pad. I think the D-pad was the worst hit by the hot chocolate incident. But it still works okay. Can be a bit of a strain, but I think it was always a bit of a strain to get a definite direction. You also have a headphone socket here, which you can plug your headphones into. Simple as that. Oh, and the on button is this slider switch here, which I have to push twice because this thing's old. And it makes that noise when you turn it on. So, what's this features got? It's got a download play thing, which is a wireless thing you could do to play with any DS that's within 5 feet. If it's more than 5 feet, you're out of luck. And then there's PictoChat, which was a picture chat thing that, again, you could do with any one that was in 5 feet. I'll turn it on, but It's not nothing special. So chat room. Yeah, you can draw. This is my best work. Oh, my niece could do better than that. And that's about it. I mean, if when these were still new, you could send them to other people who had DS Lites. But no one has a DS Lite these days because they've been replaced by DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, and I'll get to this, I swear. New 3DS, new 3DS XL, new 2DS XL. My god, that's a long list. And now, most recently, about Switch, which is kind of a handheld, well, it's half handheld, half home console. I really need to get a Switch. They're awesome, but it's so expensive. It's just because I'm a cheapskate, really. I'm honest. So, yeah. So, let's see one of the games. One thing, this is an old system, and the cartridge port is a bit finicky, so I may end up having to turn the thing off and on again, but hopefully it will be playing ball. So, do the old ocarina. Yeah, this is the console that originally taught me that. Originally I thought it would help the connection, sort of electric current. Obviously, I didn't really think that through, so blow in here. I had this replaced a few years ago, it's now, even now it's not so good. And turn the bastard on. Hopefully it will turn on throughout this review, otherwise I will be a bit scuppered. This has recently developed a habit of not turning on properly. So, hold on. Think of a decent angle. I suppose I'll have to do it like this. You may have noticed that I'm very bad at taking videos of consoles. Okay, in the slot is Pokemon Platinum version, which is the third version of the fourth generation game set in Sinnoh. Basically a premium edition of Diamond and Pearl. And I've got a save file on this. Okay. Yeah, there's Corvine. Not this Sam bastard who keeps cropping up. And those who think it's my name, it's not. My name's Sandra. And I wish I was joking. Oh, it's the most ridiculous thing. Oh, Pokemon Sun. Oh yeah, I just traded. Last time I was on this, I traded to a copy of Soul Silver that I have somewhere. I think I've abandoned that playthrough recently. Right, so you move your little boy about. Yay. Game Corvine looks a lot better than Game Corvine in Pokemon Yellow. Okay, I'm going to withdraw. I think my party's different, so I'll have to. I'll be but. Oh, and it's frozen. I think I accidentally knocked the cartridge. Told you it was a bit finicky. So, arena it. Diamond and Pearl were the first Pokemon games on the DS, and they were massive hits. Although they didn't really utilize the touchscreen very much. I mean, this you've got a sort of watch thing, Pocket. Yeah, that's what it's called. And in Heart Gold, so Silver, you just menu. They definitely utilized it a bit more in later gens of Pokemon. Right, anyway, back where we were. I'm going to get my full party out, then I'll show you again. Yeah, yes, it is very red. But yes. Yeah, when I first got it, I was a bit confused. Because with the computer over there, you have to install the game, so I was a bit confused by just putting a cartridge in. Both the blocks are full. That one's not. But I soon came around to this and startling new technology. Right. Okay, got my leg spray. And I think you might have heard that was my knee clicking. I think I may have injured myself. But oh well, I will continue to film this review. So, Pokemon Torterra. Yep, the starter, Torterra. Because I always pick the grass this time, generally. Rapidash, because there's no other fire types other than the starter available early game. Floatzel, for pretty much the same reason as Rapidash. Oh, Hoot, because I don't like Staraptor. Cypher, because I like bug types. Luxray, because, well, I needed an electric type, really, and Luxray's quite good. So there we are. Also, interestingly with this, when you flip it shut, it resumes the game view and you open it back up. Clever. I'll turn this off now. And show you another game. Okay, I appear to have shot you in the face with a DS cartridge. Or card, as they tried to call them. But it's a cartridge, it's got copper bloody pins. Any other colours of cartridge. Okay, so maybe I show how it plays Game Boy Advance games, yeah. For comparison, I'm going to grab my Game Boy Advance, which is over here. Seems I was playing Mario Land 1 on it last time I used it. But I really should be grinding for Pokemon Yellow. If you're watching, I am actually filming this before I've filmed my Pokemon Yellow Let's Play Part 7. If you like Pokemon, watch that series because it's very much underviewed. Ooh, was that a shameless plug? Yes, it was. So, Pokemon Sapphire, because I like Pokemon and I don't have Ruby on hand, and it's the Game Boy Advance one. Yeah. So, I'll show you how it looks in this bastard. I say bastard, but yes, it should be fairly visible in this way, because I'm near a window. Or maybe if I turn the volume on. Interesting thing is, between these two games consoles, that select appears to have moved, as has the volume thing. Internal batteries run dry because they all have run dry, honestly. Oh, appear to be at the Elite Four. I think my bug team wasn't too good against it. Summary. Okay, I've got a Ninjask, a Dustox, Shedinja, Volbeat, a Masquerain, and yeah, I was doing a bug type playthrough. So basically, this is how it looks. Very hard to see. You can see it only because it's in direct sunlight from that window over there. Isn't really a good place to justify the screen, but yeah, takes up all the screen because it's a Game Boy Advance game. And Game Boy Advanced. So, now if I plug it into my DS, because ironic, and move it because I want the sunlight makes the screen harder to see in this, rather than it's the only way to see it. As on the GBA. Yep, so I've started a GBA. Okay, as you can see, there's light from the screen, and the image doesn't fill up the entire thing. Although I think it's possible to make it, although I'm not sure how. So, same as Mario, but as you can see, it's a lot easier to see. Oh, that's my bag. Pokemon. Up. Summary. As before, just with a backlight. And no, you can't use the touchscreen on these games because they're not integrated with that technology. I made that mistake when I first started playing GBA games on this thing. I was a bit stupid when I was a child, and I probably still am. Although, oddly, I did quite well in my GCSEs. This requires some research. So, okay, so that's what it does with fairly simple games like Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon It's graphically on this system fairly simple, but how does it handle 3D? Say, well, I've got a game that can test that, namely Super Mario 64 DS. And yes, that is a very convoluted title. Basically, it's a remake of the N64 Super Mario game for the original DS. And I think it was given away with the original Nintendo DS. This is a DS Lite model. The difference is this is lighter. They're very imaginative with names, aren't they? Also, it uses a different charger. Oh, that's a point. Unlike this thing, this uses a lithium-ion battery, so it can be recharged at a whim. You just plug in a cable. Hold on, I think I've got that cable somewhere. Yes, I have. Here. As you can see, greyish colour, though slightly stained through years of being in this house. Standard 3-pin, and quite long, and here's a connector. Goes in like this. That's how plugs work. I think the Game Boy Advance SP also used a lithium-ion battery and charger, and definitely the Game Boy Micro. But yeah, but they were sort of additional models to the Game Boy Advance. I suppose this is basically a supplementary model to the DS. But basically, it's just this uses a. Okay, I'm just going to start again. This uses lithium ion. The Game Boy Advance on previous systems used standard batteries with generally AA's. Although I think the Game Boy Pocket used AA's. Yeah, I'm quite sure it did. Anyway, so let's see how it handles a 3D game. Hold on. If I try something easier, yes, you are seeing a bit more of my house. Please don't stalk me. Honestly, I've told you very little about who I am, so you probably wouldn't be able to stalk me. Right. Okay. I bloody hope you can see it, because otherwise... Oh, in fact, it's not working. I bloody hope you can see it. Right. Yeah. Maybe if I look further off. Ah, there. I can see a reflection from the screen that this is the optimum. Super Mario 64 DS! Yay, let's play! You'll notice that it does voices and handles them a hell of a lot better than any other console I've done. So let's go to Adventure. We'll go to one of my other save files. This one I've got 80, which is the minimum of stars, because I always do the minimum effort. So, 3D handles fairly well. Well, given this is an N64 game, there wasn't much there. I mean, I love the N64, I have one, but it's not exactly graphically intensive. Although, some issue of this is the fact that you have to use a D-pad to control a 3D game. And although I, who had his first experience of a 3D game on this game actually, found that normal, most people are used to analog sticks for such games. And now started using main consoles with analog sticks or at least circle pads. This is a bit odd. Okay, I mean, this hub was hardly the way you want to see a... I'll go into one of the levels. This D-pad is a bit stiff after the hot chocolate incident. I don't think it was like that on the original, but I'm not sure. Snowman's lost head. Okay. Okay, it seems to be handling it fairly well. I mean, probably looks a lot better than it would on the N64. And in this game, you'll know that you can play as Luigi, and also you can play as Wario and Yoshi, but we don't care about them. Rather than the original where you could just play as Mario. Okay. Right, so I think it's a bad idea that I used a slippery character in the ice level. Oh well, I'll just kill myself. That was an interesting noise. Turning off. So the handles 3D fairly well, but that is quite a slow-paced game, so really test it. Let's give it a game that's both fast-paced and 3D. How about Mario Kart DS? This is basically my introduction to the Mario Kart franchise, a game which I quite like, especially now I've acquired a few friends. And okay, this not so many people have a standard DS these days, but you can still, yeah, this is quite a good game. Even today, I mean, not many people have standard DS these days, but you can still play it on a 3DS, and yeah, oh. Bugger. It appears to have committed suicide. This DS has developed that problem. But don't worry, I've got a reserve. I will use my 3DS. Because my 3DS, well, 2DS actually, doesn't really clean up the graphics, and I'll just refuse to use the circle pad. So, but yeah, the graphics won't be any cleaner on this. This will just work, unlike the other. No, I'm not playing Pokemon Shuffle, I swear. So Mario Kart DS. So obviously there will be some sort of. It won't be full screen like it is on the standard DS, but that's not a problem, right? Yeah. Single player. We'll just do versus. I'll play as Dry Bones because I like the way he looks, and I'll drive Luigi's first car, which is not a good one. 100cc. Yeah. Yoshi Falls. This will just be to show you how this handles fast-paced 3D. As you see, graphically, it's on a par with Mario Kart, no, Super Mario 64 DS, and it appears to handle the speed fairly well. I think I shouldn't have chosen such a light character because that Donkey Kong's wrecking me. I assure you, I'm normally a lot better at Mario Kart than this. I swear. Maybe I should have gone for 50cc, so it doesn't look like I suck as much as I really do. So yeah, this is just how you can see what it does graphically, and this was an amazing game, even now. It does local wireless play, and I think if you had a DSi, you could make it, or any subsequent DS system that had internet, you could make it play online, but obviously that online capacity has since been stopped because, well, this game is old, and there are other versions of Mario Kart for the DS systems, namely Mario Kart 7. Yeah. Damn it! Take that, Peach. Oh. 1 minute you're hitting Peach with a banana, the next you're. No. Yeah, so basically that's this game. Turn it off. Okay, shame my DS did commit suicide then, but oh well. Yes, you have to look at my face again. I'm sorry. Now you note I said earlier that this game console is backwards compatible to Game Boy Advance system. In case you didn't know, but for that cartridge, there it is. Yes, you can put that in here. And you might be thinking, okay, if this is backwards compatible to Game Boy Advance, it'll probably be backwards compatible to original Game Boy, because you can put this in here. This is a Game Boy Advance, everyone. Put this in here. we can also put this in here. And it will work. And yes, you can also put out the very stupid cartridge. One of these in here. This is a rather shitty RPG that I bought while I was on holiday. It's a Game Boy Color cartridge. You can tell by the way it's not coloured. Wait. I'll keep that out as a test cartridge. You'll see in a minute. However, with the DS, you are less fortunate. Because although the Game Boy Advance fits in, you cannot fit Game Boy Color. Doesn't fit in. Nor can you fit original Game Boy. Now this is ever so slightly confusing. Because, well, if this fits on this console, then this should fit on this console. But it's, however, when you look at the base, you can see the truth. You'll notice that the Game Boy Advance has little notches in it. Or Game Boy Color, well, standard Game Boy, that's not. I do wonder though, if you, well, doctored one of these cartridges so these notches were removed, would it fit in this? Maybe it's, no, maybe they do the notches because this doesn't have the right drivers, and it would stick out horribly. It doesn't matter much for me because I've got an original Game Boy and a Game Boy Advanced. So yeah, and I was trying to cover the wrong cartridge slot. I suppose if this will play ball now, I should go for the touchscreen. Oh, it's working again. Touchscreen, you require. Touchscreen does require. Oh, fuck! I've actually set an alarm for 8:15 in the morning. Definitely not waking up that early. Actually, I might well be because I've got some business early this morning. I don't know if this is in the screen, and I don't much care. I'll just go into settings. So basically, it's a standard touchscreen, bit difficult to hit. You need a stylus for it, and I think I just ruined the calibration there, but I don't use this enough to worry. Cancel, yeah, calibration, right, so yeah, but it's a bit difficult using fingers, and it's definitely inferior to a modern smartphone. So that's the Nintendo DS. Hold my out to go on to Amazon to see how much it costs. I mean, this is an interesting console. It's backwards compatible, and I do wonder whether you'd be able to doctor it so it's fully backwards compatible to all Game Boy games. It's backwards compatible to Game Boy Advance, and there is a lot of Game Boy Advance and loads of DS games that you could use it for. So, yes. Right. So if you wanted one of these, if you don't have a 3DS or Game Boy Advance, it's you can pick one up for about 25 quid. A black one would cost 26.99, white one 24, pink one 26, a red one 30. Maybe this bad boy is a rarer variant. I don't know. I don't really care. So yeah, you can pick it up for cheap. It's a decent console. I mean, it's very cheap, and if you want to play DS games, of which there are loads, or Game Boy Advance games, it's probably the cheapest way to do it, especially with Game Boy Advance games. Because standard Game Boy Advance, hold on, I'll check. I don't think I did that in my original Game Boy Advance degree. Game Boy Advance. Yeah, there it is. Actually, that's about the same as this. Interesting. but you do have the added benefit of a colour screen. I believe that DS Lite's or DS Original are actually quite useful for some games. As I know some games, namely the Pokemon ones, I think the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Randomly Rescue Team, and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are compatible with the Game Boy Advance variant. Basically, if you put Game Boy Advance game in one end and the DS game in the other, you could connect the two. In Pokemon, it was just a case of trading old Pokemon up to the new game, which was decent. Sorry, I just had a random twitch there. I don't know why. I think someone may have walked over my grave, except I'm not that superstitious, although I may well become so fairly soon. Am I spoiling a Halloween special? Potentially, but I doubt it. I may have just said that to sound interesting. And now I am waffling quite a lot in a very weird voice. And narrating everything that seems to happen. I will stop. Not YouTube, just stop. Yes. So yeah, the DS Lite, interesting console, and if you want one, you can pick one up fairly cheap. The video seems a bit short. Probably because all of mine are long as fuck. On the bonus content, yeah, you like that, don't you? Recently picked up a Game Boy camera. This one's blue, which is the most intelligent thing I've ever said in one of these videos. Not that saying much about me. Game Boy up. Bow and scrape, please. Game Boy. Basically, it's a Game Boy game in which you can use take pictures. It's a small digital camera, basically. It's quite interesting principle. I mean, yeah. Can you see it? Yeah, you can just about see it. So yeah, you can. There's weird animations, and you can. Oh, that's a piece I've already taken. Shoot. I shall shoot the small child. Oh wait, it means taking a picture. So right now it's got almost Inception-like thing because they're staring at my laptop camera. So there. Save. So there you have it. You can take low graphic pictures of otherwise very things like flowers, is laptops or YouTubers named Paul-Man Malfoy. It's low res and you can link it up using the link cable to Game Boy printer, which was another peripheral to the Game Boy, and was kind of shit, if I'm honest, which I generally am. Except about my name. Which definitely is Sandra, I swear. Don't you believe me? You should. Anyway, so I'm waffling again, and that means it's about time I ended this video and ended your suffering. So, if you like this video, I can't imagine why, press the like button, there's shit like a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, subscribe. That's not, and I say that, when I say that, it doesn't mean I don't like my current subscribers. I love them. They are my sacred 28 at the moment of filming this video, but I may go up or down during the week that passes. But, more subs are good. I mean, if my content's good, then people should see it. I don't know if it's good. And I'm waffling even though I'm trying to end this video. So I shall end by just saying goodbye.